You guys ready to start?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to do this one more time. So, what is blue? Or excuse me, what is red but smells like blue paint? Red paint. Yes. All right. So I got more. So who's ready to start the comedy show? 'Cause I got more. All right, I thought so. I thought so. Don't make me turn this car around. Don't make me tell horrible jokes anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, the first comic coming to the stage. He's been here at Taste of the Islands many times. He's kind of an interesting feller. He's from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but let's not hold that against him. He's in Texas now, where we've got real barbecue and real whiskey. Yes. He's no longer in Tennessee. Yes, oh. Please welcome to the stage the first comic of the evening, Jonathan M. Cook.
Okay, for your first timers, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way because I know you all are thinking it. Yes, I am the bastard son of Mr. Clean. So a couple of weeks ago, I saw something really cool. I saw a brand new 2013 cherry red Porsche Turbo sitting in a parking lot of a Marshall's. And you can tell people, car salesmen who sell Porsches, they'll tell you, hey, if you have to ask how much it costs, that means you can't afford it. Well, duh, that's why the owner is shopping at a Marshall's. But in this economy, especially in Frisco, Texas, and in Irvine, California, that might actually be considered the norm, you know, seeing a Porsche outside of a Marshall's. But if you see a Rolls Royce or a Bentley in front of a, a Goodwill store, get your ass to Canada. Because that means some heavy shit is about to hit the fan. Okay, we got a little bit of a delay there. That's not bad for my first joke. So, I gotta tell you, I've seen those Fear Factor shows, you know, the one where they have people that are jumping out of airplanes and covering themselves up with poisonous snakes. Real fear is when you make $28,000 a year and the check engine light just came on. Because that means you're about to do the at-home version of Iron Chef. And the secret ingredient is cat food, which you must combine with your instant ramen and half-eaten box of Captain Crunch. And you can also do the at-home version of Wheel of Fortune. Spin that lucky wheel and see which bill actually gets paid this month on time. So, how many people here are over 30? Woo! All right, excellent. You're honest, lady. That's what I love about you. I'm over 30, and I can remember when radio personalities used to do something really cool, like tell you exactly who sung what. I was listening to Kiss FM the other day, and I heard this complete airhead. She was going, oh my God, like the other day, I was at the checkout at the grocery store, okay, and I didn't have my discount card, so I was like giving the cashier 4 or 5 different phone numbers to try to look up my information, and they couldn't look up my information, and so they wanted me to pay full price for my groceries, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I just left all that $70 worth of ice cream and other groceries out there, and I just left, and I'm going to go to Kroger where where they treat customers nice. Shut up! Okay? Why can't you just simply tell me who sung the last song? Is it that hard to tell me who's popping tags because he's got $20 in his pocket? I didn't think so. I mean, I know he's burned up 14 of his 15 minutes of fame, but I would like to know who sings that song before he starts his new career working at McDonald's in 3 months. Kiss FM. Sorry, I need to wet my whistle there. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, our #1 radio personality is a man by the name of Stephen Bates. Now, the way Stephen talks, he's a little slow, but he damn sure knows his job. And that was Everybody Knows You're Insane by Queen of the Stone Age. Before that, we heard Hash Pipe
by Weezer. Coming up, music by Lucinda Wolf Band, also known as Monster Cock. I'm Stephen Bates, and you're listening to WAWL, The Wall.
If you can't say something important during your air check, shut up and Stephen Bates it. Thank you. Because I actually believe that's going to be comedy's next big catchphrase from the people that brought you Get Her Done and Say It With Your Chest. Comes, shut up and Stephen Bates it. When you're listening to the radio and you hear that song that you have no idea who sings it, but it's on the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack all the time, and it's used to advertise Southwest Airlines, well, just call your radio station right now and tell them to shut up and Stephen Bates it. Because nobody cares for Perez Hilton or his, excuse me, he's gay, loves to suck dick. His 1,000 millisecond a minute Kardashian report, and boy did that end well. But don't worry, I'll go ahead and close with my personal favorite. Have you ever had to do something that is not in your job description? Yeah! Seriously. Exactly. Pretending to be in jail to earn money for charity is not in my job description. I'll cut you a check. Leave me the fuck alone. So what happened was I worked at this place, and to raise money for charity, they picked a random employee and they had him arrested with like a real cop who's like a spouse of one of the employees. And they made him dress up in one of those black and white striped prison outfits. You know, the ones that were used during the silent movie era? You remember that, don't you, ma'am? Of course you do remember that. And of course, they have you in front of fake behind bars like this. And they pass your picture around and they earn bail money, which is like the money for the North Texas Food Bank. And then they release you and then you go on your way. Well, I think that is complete bullshit. I know what real jail is like. I watch MSNBC at 1 a.m. Okay? While I'm lying in bed eating Taco Bell. So I decided when they take my picture and I'm sitting in my little jail, I got my little, let me just go ahead and get this right here. Make this more interesting. So I'm go ahead and I'm sitting in my little chair and I pull out my pen and I draw like a little swastika on my forehead, little teardrop on my right cheek, and then I start doing push-ups, prison push-ups like they do on the P90X video. Thank you. And then I start urinating on the floor and banging my head up against the wall. And I start yelling incoherently like I'm Henry Rollins singing his one-hit wonder, "Liar, liar, pants on fire," or however that song goes. And then the cop comes in and he's tasing me. So I'm obviously having to do number 2 on top of my number 1. And it's awesome, man, it was. Like I said, I know what real prison is like. I watch MSNBC at 1 a.m. That all being said, I get to work Monday, and Fred over at scheduling asked me, "So, Jonathan, what was it like being in jail?" Stabbed him with my shank that I made with a pin, a rubber band, and a unwrapped paper clip. That's for making me work on my grandmother's funeral. And I hated my grandmother. My name is Jonathan Cook. That is my time.